All right, it's time for 1.5, our last lesson of this block, perimeter and area using ratios and unit conversions. To start out with, our target is I can convert measurements to find perimeter and area. We have two vocabulary words, two words that you should be fairly familiar with by now. Perimeter, which is the total length around a shape. Add the lengths of the sides to the shape together to find the perimeter. Add up all the sides, that's perimeter, measured in length, right? So not square units or cubic units, just regular old units. Area is the number of square units that fit inside the shape. Emphasis on square units. Remember that when we annotate units of area, we put units squared, square units, use the little 2, that means square up in the upper right-hand corner, or any combination of the 3. So area, the inside, perimeter, the outside. Our first example is to find the perimeter of the rectangle in. First, we're doing it in meters. Now, the side lengths are already given in meters. We just discussed that perimeter was adding the sides. So we're going to add up all the sides. There's 4 sides. Remember that even though we only have 2 measurements, there are 4 sides. 2 plus 3/4 plus 2 plus 3/4. Well, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3/4 plus 3/4 is 6/4, and I can do that because the denominators are the same. 4 and 6/4 is not an appropriate way to write my answer, so I'm going to simplify 6/4 down. That would be 1 1/2. Add that to the 4, and I will get 5 1/2. So the perimeter of this rectangle is 5 1/2 meters, not meters squared, not meters cubed, just straight old meters. Now we're going to find the area of that same rectangle in centimeters. Notice that the measurements are still in meters, so we need to convert meters to centimeters to solve. So 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So 2 meters, we will multiply both top and bottom by 100 to get 200 centimeters. All right, so the long side is 200 centimeters. The short side is 3/4 of a meter. To go from 1 meter to centimeters, we multiply by 100. Do the same to the bottom. 3/4 times 100. What's 3/4 of 100? If that's more easier for you to use, think of quarters. 75 cents, 3/4. 75 centimeters is the short side. Now again, we're going to add up all the sides. 75 plus 200 plus 75 plus 200 is 550 centimeters. Huh, interesting. 550 centimeters is like 550. Interesting. Example 2. Find the area of the triangle in square feet. Side lengths are given in feet. Awesome. So, area of a triangle, we know that the formula for that is 1/2 times base times height. The h is a little bit down on the bottom there, but you know what it means. 1/2 base times height. So our base is 4, our height is 3, times 1/2. 4 times 3 is 12, times 1/2 is 6. So our area is 6 square feet, or 6 feet squared. All right, now we want to find the area of that triangle in square inches. Now, we also, in this case, need to find inches before we find the area. This is doubly important for area. With perimeter, you can sort of get away with converting your perimeter once you've found it in the 1 unit. But in area, you cannot. And we'll get to that a little bit later on in example 3. So remember, we must convert to inches before we use the formula for area. 1 foot is 12 inches. We go from 1 to 12 by multiplying by 12. So 3 feet times 12 is 36 inches. 1 foot, 12 inches. 4 feet will be 48 inches by using the same method. Now, we're going to use that formula again. 1/2 times base times height. 36 times 48 times 1/2. Do the math there. And you'll get 864 square inches.